There we go. Ladies and people, Dusty Kratz.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Aural Fixation, episode 48. That is significant. We're getting up there. We're getting close to retirement, benefits, Social Security, the whole thing. Just keep on trucking along. How are you? Hope you had a good weekend. Ours was quite good. Kept it pretty chill, just kind of recharging the soul before a busy week going into this week. What you been up to? How's your
Somebody
family?
say Soul?
Soul's a great movie.
Mm-hmm. It's a very good movie.
I enjoyed it.
I had no idea it was Jamie Foxx. I watched it with
time.
Yeah, he did every single part in that movie. No, I watched it going in knowing nothing about it. It was a great ride.
It wasn't like it was like a Scooby-Doo thing, though. He wasn't like, ha! It was me the whole time.
It could have improved the movie. Just
Still
saying.
talking about movies.
Yeah, last week was movies, wasn't it?
That's right.
Music plus movies, and Don took the cake, and now he's with us tonight.
He still has the cake. It doesn't look as good, but
Right.
he's slowly eating away at it.
He took
It's
it.
not safe for eating at this point, but we're going to do it anyways.
I would
Right.
toss it.
Next
Maybe he
season.
froze it like a wedding cake.
Yeah, non-perishable.
Hey, let's all say hi to Taylor on vacation. Hi, Taylor on vacation.
Hi,
Shout
Taylor.
out.
On vacation. Hope you're having a good time wrestling alligators.
Yeah, crocodile cuddle puddles in Florida,
Terrible.
which is an inside joke, but out of context is also pretty funny. I wore an LCD.
Or a great
shirt
band
in her
name.
honor. That's
Nice.
right.
Great band name.
There you go. What? Crocodile Cuddle Puddle?
Yeah, I'd go see that band.
Yeah, I bet the mosh
into
pit's
that.
intense.
Right.
Hey, Josh, I heard you mention the word season,
Yes. Yes, I did.
which brings up something very interesting that we would like to tease you all with playing at home. In 2-3 weeks, we will have done an entire year's worth of shows every single Monday, 52
Amazing.
shows in the middle of August. And we are actually going to take a little bit of a break. Let our writers and our team not not kill themselves trying to produce this amazing show every week. And we're going to kind of revamp some things, retool some things. We're still going to be doing some live events, and we'll be back. But we're going to use this as kind of like the whole year was season 1, right? And we're going to come back like Voltron, bigger and better together. But yeah, that's on the horizon.
That's right.
Yeah. And next week, what's next week?
Next week, we're doing our next live in-person show again at the Davenport. We'll be live streaming it here on YouTube again, so you can check it out at the regular time on Monday. But also, if you want to come, if you're in the area, if you want to come down to St. Marcus, I would say last time was basically the equivalent of like a sold-out crowd, right? I mean,
It was a bash.
It was-
I don't think
Really
you could
good
have fit
time.
any more people in there comfortably. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That
I
was
think
awesome.
I'm going to make sure I eat dinner before we do the show. And otherwise,
Why?
I'm not going to change too much. Well, just I was getting a little hungry at the end there, Josh.
You had a meeting out of the palm of your hand, Dusty. You're right.
But it was a really good time at the Davenport, and super stoked that they're going to have us back, and it should be a fantastic time.
Looking forward to
Hoping to do
it.
more of these in the future too.
Definitely.
Yes, absolutely. We could come to your favorite dive bar, hang out.
Right.
Cool.
Come to your house.
Yeah,
Private show.
let's do
Where
it.
you work? Wherever.
We're going to set up in the conference room.
Yeah. Unannounced. You don't even have to ask us.
Yeah, we'll see if I
Should we get into tonight's show?
Yeah, what would you say, WJ?
I said we'll see if I come back after this break.
What?
I don't know about the private shows.
Come on now.
Okay.
There's no private
I'm
dances,
in.
just private
I'm in.
shows. It's okay.
I'm easy.
Right.
I'm in. Let's
You
do
won't
it.
be required to
Dave,
be.
I think you need to send in your request for a Scooby-Doo ending to Soul. You might get yourself a job. Car. They might really.
It was Jamie Foxx the whole time.
the whole time. You're hired.
Well, let's have a great show. What do you say?
All right, guys.
Yeah, let's
Good
do
luck,
it.
everybody. Have an awesome show.
Bye.
Right. Super quick update on those good old in-chat player ratings. John Burke still holding steady at the top with 8 points, 2 away from grab and go and coming on and with us. And that might be in next season. I don't know how it's going to work out. But Dominic is creeping up. He showed back up, reared his head after taking a little break there. And, 2 more to come on, John. So Let's get it. Let's get it. And thank you everybody for playing. The chat last week was super fun and busy and like its own little community. And tonight's probably going to be exactly the same. So looking forward to it. Everybody in the chat has a chance, 3 chances actually, in each episode to get points. So you can get 3 points tonight, 3 points the next night, 3 points the next night. Once those points add up to 10, then you're automatically on the show. We don't need a driver's license. We don't do a background check. We just throw you in the mix and hope you don't ruin our integrity. No, just kidding. No, that's our way to not only engage folks playing at home and for being loyal, but also, it helps us, get from a pool of different people to come and join us. So it's a really good time. Do it, play, get the points, and you win. So now let's meet our players for this evening. First, coming back, he's a filmmaker, editor based in Austin, Texas. And the first person I ever met that I believe says the word horror correctly, it's Don Swaynos.
No, how do I say it?
Horror.
Horror? Okay, yeah. Good. That was easy.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are people saying it wrong?
Well, I don't know. I've always said horror.
Yeah.
But I think you were the first person I ever met that said, "Oh, I love horror films."
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it's wrong. I think you're right.
No, it's just, I guess, yeah, maybe it's an East Coast thing. Maybe.
Probably an East Coast thing. How have you been?
I've been good. A little nervous. Tried to read up on all the music that I don't know about. Being
all of it.
Like, 40 years old. So, you guys hear about this Olivia Rodrigo?
Yeah, man.
Very excited. I'm learning about all this in anticipation of today. Getting my butt handed to me.
Oh, come on! We don't write show. We don't write questions about anything. Yeah, you're not going to see any questions that are like within this decade. You'll be fine.
Oh, good. Okay. Phew.
How's the kiddo?
He's good. He's a little cranky today, but still good.
Me too.
But also very happy. He's just he's like, I'm not going to sleep.
Yeah.
Any point today. So.
Well, you can't win them all.
So yeah, but other than that, it's good. Things are good.
Excellent. Well, glad to have you back, sir.
Thank you.
You're our first transition from movie centric into music.
Well, maybe the last. Let's see how it goes.
I doubt it. Well, good luck tonight, sir. And let's meet our next guest. Yeah, man. He's a Midwestern beer drinker located on the East Coast. It's Corey Neal. Come on, Corey.
Hello, Mr. Licious. How are you?
I'm doing well, Mr. Neal. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me. I'm nervous to be here.
No, man. Welcome. Thanks for coming. So listen, so you are a RoboCam operator, remote cameras. They move around, zoom, and do all these things. You control them in the background. You also do all other production work. That's how we met you. But apparently you tour with some pretty big artists.
I've toured with a couple artists here and there, just a couple.
Just a couple, like who?
Primarily, I'm working with Miranda Lambert. I've also worked with Travis Scott, Childish Gambino, or Donald Glover, depending on how you take in his content.
Yeah, no big deal. Just like some little small time artist. That's amazing.
It's not like we're friends. I just.
Well, true. It's work. When we were doing rehearsal, I read he's a Midwestern beer drinker located on the East Coast, and the note below it says, "But you go on the road with lots of artists like Miranda Lambert." As a note for me to ask you, but I was like, he goes on tour with artists as a beer drinker? Like, how do I get that gig? That would be amazing.
I mean, to be fair, that's kind of accurate.
Hey, you only need one hand for the RoboCam, the other,
I typically I'm using both hands. Unfortunately, I need that beer hat with the straws.
Oh,
that's what I need.
Bring it back, and then people could just like refill you, and you wouldn't even know it. You just.
Yeah, I'm totally on board. Like that's the job I want. I'd fill up somebody's beers for them.
Hey, there's no small rules.
Absolutely. And speaking to the Olivia Rodrigo, I love her song Driver's License and her newest song Deja Vu. She's a lovely artist.
Yeah, good for you is really, really good. I dig it. The kids listen.
Trouble.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Corey, for joining us. Next, he's a singer, songwriter, dad, and husband from New Hope, PA. He is the lead singer and songwriter for the band The Swiss Guard, who will be releasing their debut EP next month. Excitement. It's Justin Pope.
Going on?
Living the good life, man. How about you?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
What's give me a byline of this new EP coming out.
Dad rock by dads for everyone.
Nice.
No, it's good. It's 4 songs that I wrote, put the band together, and then we really recorded it before everything got weird, and then everything got weird, and it felt really strange to put out music. So now that things are a little less weird, before they get weird again, inevitably, we're going to put out the record now. Try to get in before that next pandemic.
Perfect. Yeah, actually play a couple shows and everything. Yeah, I've noticed that making jokes about the next time the pandemic swings around, it never goes well.
No.
I've tried it several times on calls with clients that I felt like, you know, kind of got my sense of humor, like knew me well enough. And I'd say something like, oh, is it really? I'm like, come on, it's a joke. If you can't laugh and, you know. But yeah, that's cool. Have you played any shows with this iteration of your band?
We have. We played a couple. We got one coming up next Saturday in New Hope for anybody watching from the New Hope area with some fun bands at John and Peter's. But yeah, we've been playing some shows, getting out there. It seems like people are hungry again. That's the best part. It's like I thought there'd be this big feeding frenzy for gigs, but it seems like everybody's just like, yeah, we're doing music. Come on in.
Yeah. I've definitely noticed though the crowd seems to be right now, at least, people miss live music so much. It's just like any show everywhere, people are going to be there, you know, yeah, which is great.
It's like great energy, you know. We actually did one in the middle of the pandemic and it was awesome. Like the first note on the guitar was just like, woo!
Very nice. Very nice. Well, thank you so much for spending your evening with us, sir. Last but not least, he's the guitarist for Billy the Poet, photographer for The Music Room, and a recent replayer of Final Fantasy XII. It's very specific. Let's welcome back Wes Robinson. Come on down. What's up, man?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. How's it going?
Okay, cool. Good. How are you doing?
Good. How's that Final Fantasy XII life?
Pretty cool. I got on the little like Nintendo Switch Lite. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but really holds up still.
Is that the one that they like completely redid?
Pretty close. Yeah. Like it's not like the turn-based battle systems or anything like that anymore. It's more active and really like political storytelling. It's the same world as Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't know if anybody played that, Jim.
Huge fan.
Very good.
Sorry.
Damn.
I do have my kids have Switch Lights and I play Mario Kart on there profusely.
Yeah, I want to get that. Yeah, I've been meaning to get
fun
that for a while. I know. It's like, reminds you of being a kid.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, it's the perfect game. It never gets old to me. How's life playing music? Are you getting out there?
Yeah, like kind of recently. We found a drummer actually like a few weeks ago. Practiced with him a couple of times. We went out and just did some like busking, like at some outside of some vintage shop. People seemed to be enjoying it. It's nice. I think I can't remember who said it, but they're right. Whoever it was, that people are really kind of wanting to see some live music right now. You can really feel it. It's nice.
It's funny when you said you found a drummer. Did somebody like they didn't want him anymore and just put him on a couch outside? And
yeah, we just found him on the side of the road, like with a cajon, just like. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh, come on. Get in the van. Well, thank you again for joining us. And if everyone's ready, let the games begin. All right, quick reminder for those of you playing here and at home, we have our 4 contestants who you just met going through 5 rounds altogether, 10 questions per round, increasing in scores and increasing in stakes. And at the end, we were just playing for good old bragging rights. So without further ado, let's get into round 1. Round 1 on Aural Fixation for 48 weeks straight has always been entitled Cold Hard Facts General Music Trivia. We span the gamut, folks. No space left unturned here. 100 points for every correct answer, 50 subtracted for every swing and a miss. Here is question number 1. Have your signs ready. The new Hulu series, McCartney 321, sees Paul in conversation with what legendary bearded record producer? Justin.
Rick Rubin.
Rick Rubin is correct. First on the board, 100 points, sir. Here is number 2. In 1990, this song reached number 9 on the Hot 100 and was credited as being written by Marcel Hall and performed by Biz Markie, but were actually the same person. Justin again.
You got what I need?
No. Corey.
Just a friend.
Just a Friend is the title of the song. You were there, Justin. You were there. We're specific like that. All right, well done, Corey. Number 3. What 1991 rock song just surpassed 1 billion streams on Spotify? 1991 rock song.
Luckily, it's super specific.
Ooh, Don.
Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Smells like 100 points.
Oh.
Absolutely. Well done. Well done. All right. Number 4. Which opera singer gave his final live performance in 2004, performing Tosca at the New York Metropolitan Opera? Corey.
Was it Bocelli?
Incorrect, sir. Wes.
Pavarotti.
Pavarotti is correct. Yes.
I don't know anything about opera. It's the only probably name I know.
I mean, as far as I'm aware, he's the only person that sings opera.
Yeah.
Right? All right. Oh, yeah. Is Groban count as opera? I don't think so. No, he's a little
No, he's like a crooner.
Yeah. You know what, though? Groban constantly surprises me in his acting roles.
Yeah.
Really
He's just
funny.
he's
hilarious
just
in The
absolutely
Office.
ridiculous. Yeah, he's very likable. Yeah.
The Muppet movie he just came
Dude,
out.
I
He
was-
was good at.
I was about to say, yeah, he was great in the Muppet movie. Okay, number 5. What Southern rapper and Cash Money millionaire recently released a new version of his 1999 smash hit, Wes?
Lil Wayne.
Incorrect, sir.
Shit, should have waited.
Don.
The Juvenile.
Juvenile. He redid his hit and entitled it Vax That Thing Up.
Oh no, I should have waited.
It's all right. You know, there's twists and turns.
I'm more of a fan of his single "Ha," but whatever.
Maybe the next time. Maybe the next time. All right, here's number 6. In the year 2000, BB King's Gibson ES 335 guitar, Lucille, teamed up with this guitarist's Fender Strat, Justin.
Eric Clapton.
Eric Clapton. They teamed up to get the 2-time platinum Grammy-winning Riding with the King. Yeah, very well done, sir. All right, number 7. Multiple choice here. What year did Frank Sinatra's Strangers in the Night beat out the Beatles' Paperback Writer, Day Tripper, and Yellow Submarine on the end of the year charts? 1962, 64, 66, or 68? This is the part where you raise your sign and tell me the answer. Sinatra, Beatles, Paperback Writer, Day Tripper, Yellow Submarine, and Strangers in the Night. All out at the same time. End of what year? 62, 64, 66, 68. Corey, going for it.
I'm just gonna say 68. I have no clue.
Incorrect, sir. Appreciate your participation. Anybody else? Don.
I'll say 66.
66 is correct.
You're welcome, Don.
All right. Thank you.
Were you, Don, were you going between 66 and 8?
No, I just figured I'd keep it going.
Oh, okay.
Like I'll just throw. I'd seen. Like I figured it's weird. Frank Sinatra was still recording music though. That in the '60s. I don't know.
It is. It is.
Me.
To a lot like that. The 30s through the 60s, the artists that existed and performed and recorded, it's very hard to keep track of like where they started and stopped. You know what I mean? Like Sinatra and Ella Fitzgerald and folks like that. Like it seemed like they were just prevalent for such a long period of time. It's hard to kind of pinpoint those. But there you
I
go.
won't like tell our kids like Kid Rock and Limp Bizkit. That was like happening at the same time.
Like they must have been
know?
doing that for
Like,
20
no
years.
Yeah, like that was like the same era.
And then Buckethead showed up.
Yeah.
Thing.
He made Guns N' Roses better.
Who knew? All right. Arguable on that one. Number 8. In 1977, the Sex Pistols were denied visas to enter the U.S. to play Saturday Night Live. A last-minute replacement was chosen who interrupted his own first song, Don.
Elvis Costello.
Elvis Costello is correct. And was it Dave or Josh that had the story about that? Dave, share your little tidbit there.
I mean, there's no story. I was really just making sure that all of us on the crew knew. I sent the link out saying, you guys gotta. So Elvis Costello did that. Lauren hated that. And then he got banned from the show. So I don't know if his ban lasted like a finite amount of time, but he was eventually invited back on. And there's a video on YouTube you can see. I think it was supposed to be the Beastie Boys were invited on to play something off of probably Paul's Boutique, I want to say, or maybe Check Your Head, because they were there with their own instruments. So they came on and started playing Gratitude. Just let's say I think that's right. And Elvis Costello comes back on the stage and says, no, this does the same bit. No, this is all wrong. You got to do something else. And then they play Radio again, but with the Beastie Boys as a backing band. Very cool clip. We'll share that link in the chat. It's very cool.
I think it's about time somebody does that again, except the relevance will just not be there. Like no one will know any of the music that's being played. Like, why is this happening? Maybe Phoebe Bridgers can do it and smash a guitar again. All right, Elvis Costello, Don, 100 points to you. 2 more in this round. Number 9, in 2012, this rapper passed Elvis Presley with the most appearances on the Billboard 100 with 109 appearances, 42 as a solo artist, and 67 slutting it around as a featured artist. Rapper, 2012. More appearances on the Billboard Hot 100 than old Hips himself. Corey.
Oh, man. I'm going to say Dr. Dre.
Incorrect, sir. Incorrect. Appreciate you just going for it, though. You know,
Hey, man.
it's half the battle. Anybody else? 2012. Hit him with that ding dong, Dave. Yeah, Wes, you actually said this before. Lil Wayne.
Ah!
Lil Wayne.
That's a shame.
It just, it.
That it's Lil Wayne, not that he had it before and not now.
That's a shame too. I think that's a shame too.
Both are shame. All right, last question in this round. In 2019, the Rolling Stones reversed the sample rights on 1997's Bittersweet Symphony, finally allowing this UK rock group to collect publishing royalties. Wes.
The Verve.
The Verve is correct. We were hoping somebody would say the Verve Pipe, and then we would say no.
Would have been me. That would have been me.
Well, good thing you didn't go for it, Don. Well done, Wes. Closing us out.
Did Verve Pipe do the freshman? Was that there?
It did.
Awesome.
Indeed. Yeah. Corey gets 1 point. Don on top at the end of that round, 400. Corey negative 49 now. Justin tied with 150. And here comes your first in-chat trivia question. Be the first person to answer the question in under 10 seconds and be right and get a point. Those points add up to 10 total. Come and hang out on the show with us. WJ, hit him with a good one. And while we're doing that, Don, do you have a bit of trivia or an interesting story to share with us tonight?
Well, I'll do some trivia.
Okay.
Okay. I was going to try to do music trivia, but then I realized it's basically like movie and music trivia. But anyway, which actor released the not quite hit single in 1989, Clowny Clown Clown?
I mean, this sounds like an Eddie Murphy trap.
I was gonna say, I hope it was Eddie Murphy.
But I don't
If
think
it helps, it's off his album, The Big Problem does not equal the solution. The solution equals Let It Be.
That was helpful.
Because you're like, oh, that album that I had on tape.
Steve Martin, he was doing like some comedy songs in the
No, it's Crispin Glover.
Oh my God. I was just thinking, like, it sounds like something Crispin Glover to do.
Forgot that he did music. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that he.
So did everybody else, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crispin Glover. Man, that guy's a trip and a
there's a
half.
video for Clowny Clown you can look up on YouTube.
I don't know if I want to. Do I want to?
I think so. I mean, it's got clowns. It's got Crispin Glover.
Sounds terrifying, honestly. All right. Well, thank you for sharing that. And let's get into round 2. Oh, WJ has something to share.
Just real quick, for Don, you were surprised that Sinatra was recording in the 60s and still releasing music, but I was just looking it up, and he was like releasing studio albums all the way through like the early 90s, 93, 94.
The duets ones were big.
Yeah, remember the duets one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he did the duets, and then he still had studio albums that he was doing on his own through the 70s and 80s all the way through then too. So that's kind of amazing.
It blows my mind because I was like alive for some of that, which is what makes it. I should know.
And I think especially piggybacking on what I said earlier, like, I love Oscar Peterson, the jazz pianist, and he was recording and releasing stuff like in the 60s. But then I looked up, like, he didn't even die till 2003 or something. And he was putting out albums, like multiple albums every year, like just constantly. So artists like that, especially jazz musicians, I think just are so prolific. It's just hard to pinpoint where they start and stop.
It's daunting to get into it.
Yeah, totally. Like, I had this thing in my head that every time I see an Oscar Peterson record I don't own, I'm just going to get it. But then, like, yesterday I went to the record store and they had multiple that I had never seen, and each one was like $50, $60. I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I want to.
Damn. Yeah.
But I did get a couple. Anyway, let's get into round 2. Round 2 this week is entitled Guess Who? This category is about characters in songs. We'll give you some details about them using lyrics from the song. You tell us the name of the fictional, mostly, I believe, characters. 200 points for every right answer, 100 now, subtracted for every swing and a miss. Here's number 1. He played every pinball machine from Soho to Brighton. Justin.
The Pinball Wizard.
Tommy the Pinball Wizard. Yes, absolutely. Here's number 2. The narrator of the Billy Paul song details his secretive affair with this married woman with whom he claims he's got a thing going on. Justin again.
Mrs. Jones.
Mrs. Jones. Miserous Jones. Yes, absolutely. Here's number 3. Arrived back home from a business trip, allowed her daughter to bring her friend from school home, and most of all, had it going on. Corey.
Stacy. Oh no, that's Stacy's mom.
Stacy's mom.
Yeah.
Never got a name, but it was Stacy's mom. Yes, absolutely. Well done, sir. 200 points to you. Here's number 4. A man with no clothes, no money, no plate, a man living on the streets, referenced in an Arrested Development single. Justin.
Mr. Wendell.
Yeah, I still got that cassette.
Song's a bop.
Dude, that whole record's really
So
good. Well done, sir. Here's number 5. This futuristic warrior, a city employee proficient in karate, is praised for her training and bravery while fighting evil man-eating robots. Wes.
Yoshime?
Yoshimi is correct. I think that one's my favorite one of the whole round. Treat it like it's a real thing. All right, well done, sir. Here's number 6. She was left with a crying daughter after the apologetic narrator pled his case for trying to be a good baby daddy. Don.
Miss Jackson?
Yes, well done, sir. Well done. 200 points. You seem like you relieved that you were right on that one.
Yeah, a little bit. Because there were more words. You were going to say more words, and they could have totally. You could have been like, in the future. Be like,
Well, the last words of the question were sung by Andre 3000 and Big Bang. I mean, it would have been a big giveaway. So well done.
Okay.
Well done. Here we go with number 7. David Bowie. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. Based this character on Lou Reed, but the lyrics never specify it. Justin.
Ziggy Stardust.
Incorrect, sir. Wes.
Oh man, I got 2 in my head. I'm gonna say Thin White Man.
Also incorrect. I'll
Nice.
start the question over again. David Bowie based this character on Lou Reed, but the lyrics never specify it. The character wears swishy satin and a bippity bopperty hat. No takers? Yeah. Hit him with that ding dong, Dave. Wes, do you know it now?
No, I thought I did, but I'm forgetting it.
Queen Bitch.
Queen Bitch, yes.
Ah.
Shoot.
Yeah. I'm glad David Bowie didn't write that about me. Number 8. All we know is that our narrator is fond of looking back lovingly at the good times with a lot of hands reaching and touching. Corey.
Never mind.
No, man, you crossed the plate.
I don't know.
Do we have Justin or Don next, folks? Justin.
Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline is correct. Well done, sir. 2 more in this round. A woman in an illicit affair, keeping it hidden from her kids, she believes she's in no moral danger as heaven holds a place for those who pray. Justin.
Mrs. Robinson?
Hey. Yes, absolutely. Everybody was like, oh.
That's
I know that. Yes, well done, sir. All right, last one in this round. Was minding her own business at a dance when someone was looking for romance, took a chance, and got them rocking and a-rolling. Justin.
Barbara Ann?
Barbara Ann is correct. Well done. It's very hard to read lyrics like a straight sentence, but it's also
Rocking and a rolling.
yeah. Yeah. Well done, sir. Justin pulling away a little bit in that round. 1,250 points. Don next up, 601. Wes 250. Corey with 50. Out of that negative. Well done, sir. And before we move on, Corey, do you have any interesting tidbits of trivia, stories from the road, anything you want to share?
No good stories from the road, unfortunately. But it is said that Total Eclipse of the Heart was originally written for Meatloaf, and he passed on it. And like, what a regret, huh?
Yeah. Talk about a swing and a miss.
And if there's anybody that knows anything about that, it's me.
Come on. Well, thank you for sharing that. Well done. Hit that subscribe button if you're having a good time, or if you're not, and let's get into round 3. Round 3 this week is entitled, I'd like to thank the Academy. Oh, hi, Dave.
We forgot to let everyone know that they should get their like homemade flashcards ready. So this is us telling everyone to grab a piece of printer paper and a Sharpie.
This is good TV. Well, wait.
This is gonna be great TV. Just
Dave's gonna sing.
We need what do we need?
I shall take a request.
Piece of paper and Sharpies. A Weezer medley.
Oh, you can't afford the rights for that. I'll make up a piece of paper and a Sharpie. Yeah. And then take that piece of paper and divide it into 4 smaller pieces, like flashcard size. So fold, tear. And then we're going to play a flashcard game.
The way you sang that, Dave, it sounded like Rolling on the River. Got a piece of paper and Sharpie.
Does it have to be Sharpie?
Gonna write some answers on one of the 4. I don't know. 4 pieces. That's all we need.
Can it be in pen? Does it have to be Sharpie?
Pen's fine.
Great.
Blood's good. Whatever is visible. Whatever is visible here. So I'll just talk you through this as you guys are getting ready. I'm going to ask you about whether certain songs, 1, were nominated or neither for Academy Awards throughout the years. You have your scraps of paper. I'm going to have you write a word on each. So put these down on your separate pieces of paper. Ready? Nominated on one piece of paper. 1, W-O-N, as in they won something, or neither. Nominated, 1, neither. Here's how it works. I'll throw out a song and the film it was from, and you hold up the flashcard that you think applies. You've only got 3 seconds, so here's how it's going to work. I'm going to read the song and the artist, and I'm going to say 3, 2, 1. It becomes an all play. Anybody that puts it up is eligible. It's not a race to be first. Whoever's right, everyone gets points, but you don't have to play. If you don't know it and you don't want to risk the points, if you guess and you're wrong, you still have points deducted. So 300 points for every right answer in this one, 150 subtracted if you are dead wrong. Let's see how this goes. Everybody got your paper ready? Good? Yeah, good. Corey? Thinking about it? Yeah? Okay. All right, here we go. Number 1, 2002 is the year. The song is Lose Yourself from 8 Mile, the Eminem song. 3,
Oh, it's not
2,
fast, is it? Yeah. Okay.
1. 1. Everybody gets points. Yay. So let me count that 3, 2, 1. Otherwise, you might be giving the answer to people that might not know. Just so you know. Speaking of flashing, number 2, 1983's Flashdance, What a Feeling, from the film Flashdance, performed by Irene Cara. 3, 2, 1. 1, neither, or nominated. Nominated. 1, neither, nominated. Corey, you got it. It won. It actually
No, mine says nominated.
Oh,
That's numb.
everybody got it wrong. Good job, everybody. Hey, at least you collectively went out together. Okay, now that I've gotten my vision checked, number 3, 1973 is the year. Knocking on Heaven's Door from Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. Bob Dylan did the track. He also had an acting role in the film. Ready? 1, nominated, or neither. 3, 2, 1. You don't have to play if you don't know. Neither. Everybody's correct. Well done. Don, the sad face makes me feel like you believe that it should have won or at least been nominated.
I was on the part of the artist that they would be sad they didn't even get nominated.
Gotcha.
Because since they stopped doing musicals, there's only so many songs that really could be nominated.
Fair.
If you're Bob Dylan and you wrote a song for a movie,
and you don't even get
nominated, he's probably,
chasing that
he
clout.
pretended he didn't care, but he's probably like, come on. Come on.
I'm Bob Dylan.
Dylan. Yeah.
Well, it was 73, so maybe he just was in that. He didn't really care at that point. Yeah. Okay, number 4, 1997. The song is "My Heart Will Go On" from the film Titanic, performed by Celine Dion. 3, 2, 1. Show them if you got them. 1. Absolutely correct. Everybody gets some points. All right, here we go. Number 5, 1994. Circle of Life from the film The Lion King, written by Elton John and Tim Rice. 3, 2, 1. Pop it up. Let's see. Nominated, and 1. So everyone but Corey on that one. 300 points. No harm, no foul there, bud. Well, a little bit of a foul. You lost some points, but it's okay. It's fine. Plenty of game left. All right, number 6, 1984 is the year. Purple Rain from the film Purple Rain by Prince. Nominated, 1, or neither. 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Let's see him. Neither is the correct answer. Justin.
What now, Mr. Licious?
It's disturbing. It's disturbing. Well done, though. Well done. I was just saying it's disturbing that Purple Rain got nothing. All right, here we go. Let's make sure 3, 2, 1, everybody up at the same time. 1971 is the year. Theme from Shaft from the film Shaft. Song by Isaac Hayes. 3, 2, 1. Pop them up. Boom. Don was the only one that got that right. It won that year.
All right.
300 points to you. Well done. All right, here we go. 3 more in this round. 1986 is the year. The song is Danger Zone from good old Top Gun, performed by my favorite, Kenny Loggins. 3, 2, 1. Let's see them. All right, Wes, the only one that got it right. Neither. You got nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Poor Loggins. He probably went and cried on Messina's shoulder. Here we go. Number 9. 2018 is the year. All the Stars from the Black Panther soundtrack, song by Kendrick Lamar and SZA. 3, 2, 1. Let's see them. Nominated. Neither. Everyone but Corey on that one. It was nominated, did not win. All right, last one. 1942. We all remember that year well. White Christmas from the film Holiday Inn, song by Irving Berlin. 3, 2, 1. Let's see them.
No clue.
Wes and Don are correct. Corey, a noble attempt, sir. Justin, you just weren't feeling those last couple ones. You're just like, yeah.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't 100% sure, and I didn't want to risk. I see everybody else got their way up there. So
Justin, I was 0% sure on every single one of those.
I thought we were supposed to answer all of them. I don't think I knew the rules.
I definitely said it, Wes. All right.
I was busy writing on my cards and stuff. I was like,
you came out looking good though. Don on top again, 2,700. Wes now in second place, 2,350. Justin right behind him, 2,300. Corey making his way on up with 501 points. Here comes your next in-chat trivia question. Again, be the first person to answer the question correctly in under 10 seconds, and you'll get a point added to your total. The total adds up to 10. You get on the thing. You do the thing, bada bing, bada boom. Now, Justin, before we move on to our next round, do you have any interesting tidbits of trivia to share with us tonight?
So I've got a story for you about an Austin, Texas music legend that I face planted into the dressing room of on a box and cut my face in a very embarrassing moment. So the artist in question was performing a solo appearance at John and Peter's, which is a fantastic bar in my hometown of New Hope. And I was pretty excited. I worked there at the time. So I thought, hey, I'm going to go get to meet this artist. I'd enjoyed seeing him perform. I ran up to the green room, and there was a cooler directly in front of the door that I tripped on. And I just was like, ah, and I face planted and cut my face. And that artist was Rhett Miller of the old 97s. And I was very excited to meet a teenage hero of mine. And he looked at me with such concern and was like, did you need some ice? There was blood, and I slunk away. And I checked his Twitter for like a day or two. Like, hopefully that doesn't come up. Nobody is, this guy face planted.
You should have continued and like punched yourself in the face, like Fight Club. Like, why are you doing this to me, Rhett Miller? And he's like, what's going on? Well, thank you for sharing that with humility. Things happen. We're all humans, right? Hit that subscribe button if you've ever tripped trying to meet one of your heroes. And let's get into round 4. Not necessarily a hero of mine, but I've told this before. I was in the crowd going back to the control room for Video Village for a live stream at the Fader Fort during CMJ in New York in 20 and whatever. And I went out to the crowd, checking on things, and walking back through, 100% stepped on Diddy's foot. And he had they're like ultra platinum white shoes with little gold buckles and all this stuff. And I stepped and I looked down. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And we both just looked up at each other at the same time. I was like, you're Diddy. And I just stepped on your foot. I just kept going. I'm like, I'm working. I don't have time. Whatever.
Wait, so you big time Diddy? Is this what I'm supposed to take away from this?
I apologize and I moved on. Whether he took it or not, that's on him, Speaking of Diddy, round 4 is entitled Common Names. Time to fill in the blank. We'll tell you if you're looking for a first or last name. I'm going to read a few names and you tell us what their common name is. The trick here is I'll say we're looking for a common first name, common last name, or stage name. It'll kind of work itself out once we do this first one. Or Which we mix it up a little bit. 400 for every right answer, 200 subtracted for every incorrect answer. Here is number 1. We're looking for a common first name between Black, Ocean, and Zappa. Wes.
Frank
Black, Frank Ocean, Frank Zappa. Nah, you get it. Okay, great. All right, here's number 2. Commonly shared last name of Peter, Al, and CeeLo. Wes again.
Green.
Looking to run the board here. Green is correct, sir. 400 points. Well done. Here is number 3, looking for a shared first name of Brown, Taylor, and Hetfield. Justin.
James.
James. Absolutely correct, sir. Well done. Here's number 4. First stage name. Steven Van Zandt, Stevie Wonder, and Feet. Feat. Justin.
Little.
Little Stevie. Absolutely. Well done. Here's number 5. First word of the band name. Lips, keys, and crows. Corey.
Flaming?
No.
What? No?
I don't know
damn it.
who is next. Wes held his sign up the longest. I guess. I don't know.
Black.
Black or the black. Yeah. Black
I was-
lips, black keys, and black crows.
I was gonna say the.
I don't know. Well done, Wes. Getting that one. Flaming Crows, I'm sure, is a band name. Flaming Keys is like a dueling piano bar.
I think I'd already lifted it up before you got to crows. And when I heard crows, I was like, well, now I'm wrong.
It's all right. Hey, came to play, and I appreciate that. Here's number 6. First shared stage name, Boy, Crit, and Daddy Kane. Justin.
Big.
Big, B-I-G. Yes, absolutely. Here's number 7. Shared first name, Michael, Jones, and Gershwin. Oh, Don.
George.
George Jones, Gershwin, and Michael. Yes, absolutely correct. Justin, you were almost in there.
You know, my brain went Ira, and that's an honest thing. I was like, you said Gershwin, my brain's like Ira.
Yeah. Ira Jones. Yeah, you can't, at least you pulled it down in time. You didn't lose anything. All right, here we go. Number 8. First name, song title. Okay. Madonna, Marmalade, and In Red. Wes.
Lady.
Lady in Red. Yeah, absolutely correct, sir.
Children at your feet.
All right, 2 more left in this round. That's disturbingly good. Here we go. First name, song title, Guy, Moon Rising, and To the Bone. Ooh, Justin by a hair.
Bad.
Bad is correct. Bad is correct. All right, last one here. We're looking for a shared last stage name, Mel, Bun, and Cardi. Wes.
Oh, B.
B. Yeah. Houston's own Bun B. Where you at, Don?
A little slow.
Not
Thought you
E.
would have that
Carlos.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what the points. Man, it's pretty tight. Wes is on top though, 4,350. Justin right behind him, 3,900. Don, first or second is still in your grasp, man. 3,100. Corey, doing great, bud. Doing great. Keep it up. Keep it up. Guess what? There's 5,000 points in this next round alone. So literally it's anyone's game, right? Before we move on, Wes, do you have any interesting stories, tidbits, whatever?
Yes, I had to look for something to bring up here. After about 30 minutes of just searching YouTube for like Googling like good music facts, I came up with Getting Jiggy With It was actually ghost written by Nas. And I didn't know that.
Did that come up on the show before?
Did it? That would suck.
Nas ghost wrote it because he was guilty.
Yeah, probably. But then I'm guilty of watching that video right after I learned that. I was like, it's not bad now that I know that.
I mean, it's a jam. Here's the thing, right? Like some songs, especially songs like that, in the moment, it just kind of fits with where everybody's at in life and the vibe and the sound of the day.
Yeah.
So you don't feel as guilty, but then you go back and look at it and you're like, oh God, I was jamming that. Like, yeah, so that's just how it goes. Well, if you're getting jiggy with it at home, hit that subscribe button and let's get into round 5. Round 5, waterfall. Shut up, Dave. Round 5 is entitled Family Ties. Lots of groups include siblings. Here are 10 questions about siblings that started groups. Pretty straightforward, right? 500 points for every right answer, 250 subtracted for every swing and a miss, 5,000 points total in this round. Corey, this is you, man. You got this. And just as a reminder, only number 1 and number 2. Actually, this is a lie. So I forgot to mention at the beginning of the show. So we're changing our final round this week. Everybody gets to participate in some way, shape, or form. So,
I feel like that was adjusted for me.
we're moving things on the fly. Just we like you and we want you around. All right, here we go. 5,000 points coming up here, starting now. Here's question number 1. Brothers Stevie and Angus handled the guitar in this Wes.
AC/DC?
AC/DC is correct, sir. 500 points. The guy that didn't need the points is getting the points. Attack. Number 2, this pop band from Tulsa features 3 brothers known almost as much. Don.
Hanson.
Hanson is correct. Hops came up last week. We were talking about the beer. All right, here we go. Number 3. When it comes to brother bands of the early 2000s, it's hard not to immediately think of this band formed by the Madden twins. I'm fairly easily don't think of them. Justin.
Good Charlotte.
Good Charlotte is correct. I appreciate the diction there. Good Charlotte. No room for error. I appreciate that. Number 4, speaking of 2000s pop punk, sometimes you forget that this group was also co-founded by brothers. Gerard and Mikey Way are known for this. Woo, Wes.
My Chemical Romance?
My Chem, absolutely correct. Well done. I put on the Black Parade the other day, and it's just a damn good record.
That's awesome.
So good. And I love that he's gone on with like Umbrella Academy and everything. Like it's just so good. I thought the Netflix series was fantastic. Okay, number 5. We're talking about music, not Netflix, guys. Don't get off topic. Number 5. These 2 Dutch brothers are partially Indonesian by heritage. They moved to the U.S. Justin.
No,
Oh, you crossed the
swing
plane,
and a miss.
bro. Anything? You got to
I
guess?
got nothing. Dutch Indonesian.
Nothing. All right.
No, I got nothing.
All right. Sadly, you will lose some points there.
Well,
I'll repeat the question here. These 2 Dutch brothers are partially Indonesian by heritage. They moved to the U.S. and eventually joined forces in this band with Michael Anthony and David Lee Roth. Don.
Van Halen.
Van Halen is correct, sir. 500 points. Moving on up. Here goes number 6. Dean and Robert DeLeo handle the stringed instruments. Justin.
Stone Temple Pilots.
Yeah, Justin's like, I missed one. I ain't missing this one. I don't know why. I had no idea they were from San Diego.
Oh, really?
I don't know why. Like, I feel like I was really into them and I had no idea that they were from San Diego.
What's your favorite record?
Man, so the first one's just, I drummed to that record religiously as I was learning to play drums. But I think 4 is significantly underrated as far as just like a hard rock album. I mean, you put that on, turn it up, and it cooks, man. How about you?
12 Gracious Melodies or the Tiny Music. I'm like kind of like on both of those.
Really?
Big Bang Baby just wins all of the. It's such a good song.
It is a very good song. I just feel like it was at the. You remember when Offspring realized they could do weird shit, and so they just did it every single, but then the rest of the record was a punk rock album? I kind of felt like that was that for Stone Temple Pilots. Like they kind of did like that funky thing with like some pop and British flair and whatever, and they'd kind of get back into those grooves. But I definitely liked it. I mean, I have the shirts and the things, and but yeah, they're a great band. I met Scott one time. He was a super nice dude. And he died like not long after. It was kind of sad. But we're here to have a good time. Let's move on. Number 7, Tim, Andrew, and John Ferris handled the rhythm section. Justin.
In Excess.
Yeah. Favorite In Excess record.
Oh man. So I was a kid when the one with Not Enough Time came out, and that like the production on that record is really good, but Kick has all the hits. I listen like Thieves I had on tape, I think too.
Yeah. I went through a phase when I found them, X was out. And then I was going back in the back catalog, and I'd always find that like their cassettes in like the cheap bins at Walmart. Right. So I got Listen Like Thieves. I got the was it Guns in the Sky Live or what was Live Baby Live? And Kick, everything. So I had like a whole like every album they had on cassette, like in a little box. That and 10,000 Maniacs.
So fun fact, I leave for a tour in next month, and the tour manager on this tour was INXS's tour manager. So,
really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
He's a interesting guy.
Can you share the artist?
Oh, it's called Nitro Circus. It was a TV show for a while. They
Yeah.
motorcycles and
cool.
BMX, and they do flips and tricks and all that jazz.
So do you
Travis
follow them?
Pastrana.
Like, are you driving the like remote cam that's following the action?
I'm shading the cameras, so I'm pushing buttons, twisting knobs. Sorry, I wish I could make it more exciting.
Are you going to be doing sick jumps with all those motocross guys or what? Like,
You're like riding on the back.
A sidecar.
it's like,
I'd watch that.
Yeah. Well,
Sidecar X Games.
that's very cool, man. Congratulations. That's a good gig.
Thanks. I'm glad I had something to contribute to this.
Plenty has been contributed. All right, 3 more left. 1,500 points on the board. Life or death for our top 3. Let's see how it goes. Formed by identical twin brothers Jay and Michael Aston, their rift in 1997 has resulted in 2 simultaneous and competing versions of the UK band that both toured. Don.
I have no idea. I'm going to say Right Said Fred.
I thought that too.
Is he right?
Can you imagine a world where there's a need for 2 Right Said Freds?
No, there's no need for most of the things we have.
We're just
Right?
competing about what they're
I mean-
both too sexy for, but like,
Yeah, it's like, I mean,
man.
there were 2 Gallaghers for a while, you know?
That's
Like,
true.
Were there?
Weren't they brothers? Weren't they brothers?
look, if you saw in the Austin Chronicle here, like Right Said Fred were playing at like Elysium, would you go like, oh, I wonder if it's like the authentic? Right? You just be like, oh, cool, yeah, I can go to that, I guess. You know, and then if they came by like a week later, your friend was like, oh, I just saw them like in Milwaukee, and you'd be like, huh, you know?
It's like the spasmatics of vaguely successful 90s sexy
Bald
bands.
guy in
Yeah.
a mesh shirt, you know?
My thought would be like, he's still performing.
Well, you'd be like, oh, I guess there was just one of them. I guess I always thought there were 2 in the video, but like, I guess I was wrong.
I did too.
Just one guy.
I think they're on Cameo. Like you can, for $300, they would sing you happy birthday.
Which
You know
one?
that app where you can like rent a celebrity for a video?
Yeah, I've done that before. I got
figured they'd be too sexy for Cameo.
oh, maybe that's their next.
I think it's too sweaty for Cameo.
All right, 2 more questions in this round. Fronted by 2 brothers, Michael. What?
Wait, what was the answer?
Oh God, sorry. You need to
Oh,
know the
yeah.
answer to the question. Gene loves Jezebel.
What was their
I've
song?
heard of Right Said Fred. What is
It should have been
You're
Right
telling
Said
me, you're
Fred.
telling me that, hold on, like 2 competing touring Right Said Fred acts is unbelievable, but like 2 Jane and Jezebel acts is like, that's like, there's the market forces that justify that.
Apparently, they got their name from Gene Vincent and his song Jezebel, if any of
Okay.
that means anything to you. Anyway,
Cool.
moving on. Oddly enough, the answer is Right Said Fred for the next one. No, I'm just kidding. Fronted by 2 brothers, Michael and Kevin. Michael is a composer for film and college professor. Kevin is a megastar actor known for Footloose. Justin.
The Bacon Brothers.
Bacon Brothers Band is correct. I think WJ earlier said the Sizzling Bacon Brothers, which is it's just silly enough to be good.
They probably have it in the rider not to say that. Like if you're introducing the band,
Probably,
just like-
yeah.
Hey, they tour with the Flying Burrito Brothers, you know? That would
Oh
be
man, it's
perfect.
like a whole food-based tour.
like the Rolling Donuts. I don't know.
We are croissant. Here we go, number
Macaulay
10,
Culkin's pizza
last
band.
one in this round. This Irish rock group featured brothers Mike and Noel Hogan. The band formed Don.
Proclaimers?
Incorrect. Corey's like, yeah, he got it.
I'm like, that's gotta be it, right?
Oh,
Don, I'm with you, man. I'm with you on that one.
I know the song, I think.
I'll finish the question. You'll know immediately. The band formed and became better known after replacing their original singer with Dolores O'Riordan. Justin.
The Cranberries.
Cranberries is correct.
So did they fire a brother for Dolores, or the brothers stayed in the band?
Yes. I don't know, man. I'm a puppet. I'm just reading these. Justin, with that run, puts you on top, 6,150 points. Wes, 5,350. Don, 3,600. Corey with a strong 301. Don't forget to carry the one. We're going to do things a little different. Like I said, so we're all going to go into our final round. But first, here comes your last in-chat trivia question. You know the spiel. Get it right in under 10 seconds. Be the first person. You'll get a point. Those points add up to 10. Yada, yada, yada. WJ, give him a good one. And let's move on all together to the final round. All right, Corey, just to be very clear, we did not change this for you. This was always the plan. All right, so we have some options here. We're going to do a little bit of point wagering, like some other shows do sometimes. Corey, you are going to be in the driver's seat deciding the fate for numbers 1, 2, and 3. All right. So we're going to give you 2 options for one of our top 3 players to answer from. So you're going to pick basically what genre we're choosing the questions from. So you get to help decide their fates. So time to pick. Oh yeah. And have something to write on. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to be legible. So Don, Justin, Wes, you need to write on something. So Corey, think about this long and hard, knowing how people have answered questions throughout the game. Would you like the final round, the fate of your fellow game mates? Are we going to do R&B or are we doing hip hop?
R&B, that's a vague term. So I'm definitely choosing hip hop.
Okay.
So
all right. So stay with me here. Okay, now our top 3 need to wager as many points as you want. It could be 0. It could be all of them. Write it down at the bottom of your piece of paper, but do not show us. All right. Just write down how many points you want to wager. So Justin, you have 6,150, Wes, 5,350, and Don, 3,600. So write down, and Justin, you're muted, by the way, if you're talking to us. Let you guys think about that. Write it down on your piece of paper. Do not show us. You're going to have 30 seconds to think about the answer to the question. Let's put the timer up, please, Dave.
Are we writing the answer down?
Yes, you're going to write the answer down. You're going to show us next to your wager. So don't show us anything yet. 30 seconds on the clock, please, Dave. All right, here's your question. The smash hit WAP was the second of 2 collaborative #1 hits for Megan Thee Stallion in 2020. The first was Savage Remix featuring what other artist? 30 seconds, go. In a second. All right, nominated. Okay, here we go. So now, Corey, you get to decide. Are we going to start with Justin, who is on top, or are we going to start with Don, who's on bottom?
I mean, it all shakes out the same. So we'll have Justin.
Okay, Justin,
first.
How many points did you wager?
250 points.
250 points. Okay, being very safe. And your answer is, let's see.
A graphic of a man putting up his arms with nervous desperation.
Fair enough. So minus 250 will be where you net out there. But hey, good thing you didn't wager too much. All right, Wes, coming to you, sir. How many points did you wager?
53.50.
Oh, wow. The whole thing. And your answer is Beyonce. You're correct.
Savage.
You are correct. Savage. Don, what you got, man?
I wagered everything,
Yep.
and I had no answer. So.
So, ending up with a resounding win. So, Corey, you ended up in third place, not last.
It's true.
Hey.
And I beat the returning champion.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Wes, on top, man. 10,700 points. Well done. Congratulations. You win.
Thank you.
All the things. Well done, everybody. That was super fun. It was pretty tight through the whole thing. Hope you had a good time. Hit that subscribe and like button. We're going to see you live next week at the Davenport. Come see us if you're in the area. And thank you guys for playing. Well done. Good time. See you next time. Bye.